Tropical Cyclones Part 4. In today's video, we'll be discussing the weather associated with tropical cyclones, the impact the cyclones have, and the strategies that we can use to minimize the impacts the tropical cyclones have on us. Okay, so this is a cross-section of a tropical cyclone. As you can see, the eye is in the middle, and the thick band of clouds surrounding the eye is known as the eye wall. These clouds consist of cumulonimbus clouds and can reach up to 15 kilometers high. They are caused by rapidly rising air. As you see, the altostratus and cirrus clouds can be found extending further away from the eye wall. So in the atmosphere above the eye, there's a high pressure, and on the ground there's a low pressure. Now normally the eye is around about 25 kilometers wide. As you can see, there is subsiding air on the sides of this whole system. So the air rises and causes the cumulonimbus clouds to form, and then it comes back down and subsides. Weather associated with tropical cyclones. A strong pressure gradient leads to destructive hurricane force winds. A huge amount of heavy rain causes flooding. The heaviest rain is normally in the eye wall. Inside the eye, the pressure is low, the weather is calm, the rain stops, the air is humid, and the air temperature rises due to subsiding air. There are storm surges. Now remember, storm surges are when the ocean's waves are larger than normal. This is due to the strong winds that push the ocean and make the waves bigger. Remember, it's nothing like a tsunami. A tsunami is caused by tectonic plate movement. This is something totally different. The eye wall, or the vortex, is where the highest winds are found. Remember, vortex just means spinning air. So remember, the clouds spin around the eye. The forward left-hand quadrant, the active quadrant, is where the worst weather is expected. Tropical cyclone impact. Vegetation is damaged by strong winds. This vegetation could either be natural or it could be crops. Infrastructure is destroyed by powerful winds. This could be power lines, telephone lines, or buildings. Storm surges flood low-lying coastal areas. Remember, storm surges are ocean water, so it's salt water. And salt water could lead to the infertility of the land, and this could be a permanent effect. Stormy weather damages ships, both out at sea and in the harbor. So the stormy weather could also destroy the fishing infrastructure, so the buildings along the coast where they store the fish, as well as the boats that they use to go fishing. Flooding can wash away homes, infrastructure, as well as crops. Sanitation and water services are disrupted, leading to a lack of clean water. Important services may be shut, permanently or temporary. This could be services such as hospitals or schools. And remember, if the tropical cyclone occurs in an area that is very poor, they might not have the money to rebuild these services. So that's why they could be shut permanently. And as the heavy rain falls, the land becomes more saturated, so landslides occur more often. And remember, landslides destroy everything in their path. This could be infrastructure, housing, or crops. Strategies to lessen the effect of tropical cyclones. Cyclones' paths can be tracked and predicted, and warnings can be issued in the areas that it's going to affect. Disaster management. Preparation of temporary housing, food, clean water, and sanitation can take place ahead of the cyclone. Rescue services can be placed on high alert. Educating the communities about the best way to prepare for evacuation and to protect themselves and their property can have lots of benefits in the long term. Land use planning. This means do not build houses or infrastructure near the coast, especially in areas where you know tropical cyclones are common. Now, this is all very good and well, and these strategies are very good. But remember, in developing countries, they do not necessarily have the money to support these strategies. So that's why when a cyclone hits, developing countries are normally worse off than first world countries.